Hey YouTubers, today we're going to show you how to fix your flat tire. So, looks like we have a flat tire here. The first thing you're going to want to do is take your back tire off the bike. So now that the bike's flipped over, if your bike has a clutching system on the derailleur, you're going to want to lock that out. My clutching system is now disengaged. Now I'm going to take the rear tire off. Luckily on my bike, I have a quick disconnect, so it makes this pretty easy and seamless. But if you have an axle without this on it, then you're going to need either a 6 or 8 millimeter Allen key to take that off. So, removing the tire. Now once you take it off, make sure all the air is out of the tire. Alright, all the air is out. Now what I'm going to do is, a lot of bikes with these Presta valves, that's this valving type, have these connections on there to hold it on to the rim easier. I'm going to take that off. It's the only way you're going to get that out of the rim. Now, you've got to take this tire off this rim. Alright, so now we're going to finish getting this tire off of here. So you want to break this bead off. You want to get it all the way off, all the way around. You see that? So this tire was set up tubeless, meaning there was no tube inside of it. What we're going to do is get one side over the rim. That's all you need, just one side. I'm using a flathead screwdriver, but you're going to want to use something like a Pedro's tire lever or something of the like. So it'll be much nicer on your rim. It will like you more in the end. Oh! So looky here, there is a tire inside here. I put slime inside of here. What slime does is it fills holes in tires if you ever get any. So, the inner tube is out. Now, the next part is putting a new inner tube back in it. After inspecting this inner tube, I was able to patch the hole in it with a tire patch kit. So now, we're going to put this inner tube back in here. It's the same thing, putting a new inner tube back in. First thing you're going to want to do is get just a little bit of air inside of the inner tube. The way I do this is with my handy dandy trail bicycle pump. Screw that on the end of there and pump it up enough so you get some shape into it. Now what this is going to do is keep you from putting the tire in and getting any kinks inside of it. It's really going to help when you get it back in. As you can tell, it's holding air. That's plenty of air inside of it. You need just a little bit. Alright, so now what you're going to do is find the hole that the valve goes inside of. And I believe the valve hole is right here. So we're going to drop the bottom of the tire, of the inner tube into the tire already. And this is where that extra air that you put inside of it's really going to help out. The inner tube's really just going to fall into place now. And you just need to adjust it just a little bit to get that valve right into that hole. Alright, as you can tell, the valve is inside of the hole now. Now that little screw that we took off earlier that holds it on, we're going to put back on there. That's going to keep it all in place. It makes this process much easier. You want to get that on there as tight as you can. Alright. Now that that's in place, you need to re-get this part of the tire back into the rim. Now comes the fun part. Just using my hands to get it all the way around. Now you get to the end, it starts to get a bit difficult to get it on here. So this is where you're going to want to use that tire lever again to really get it back in. This is going to get difficult, so I'm going to use my handy dandy flathead screwdriver here. You're going to want to make sure not to pinch that inner tube, or else what you just did isn't going to do anything. Alright. I know one of these times we'll get it. Start from the outside and work your way in. See how far you can get it by hand. Oh, there we go. Got the whole thing on by hand. That's pretty good. Alright. Now the next part is you get a little more air into it. That should be enough. Get that off of there. Tighten that air valve up. Put your cap on just for right now. Now the tire needs to go back on the bike. Now to get the tire back on, you're going to remove that axle that you took off again. Put it somewhere safe where it won't get dirty. I always like to use the seat of my bike. Now we're going to pull that derailleur back again. Make sure that the cassette and the disc brake are on the right side when you're putting it on. Place the bike on there. The chain can really go on any gear on the cassette. What you really want to check for lining up is to make sure that the brake goes inside the caliper just right. Alright, now that it's inside, I'm going to take the axle, place it back inside, and make sure you get it tight enough, but not too tight. Alright, now comes time to release the clutching mechanism. Turn your bike back over. And pump your tire up to the specified PSI. Alright, as you can see, the tire is now pumped back up to the correct PSI. Back on the bike, we're ready to go. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope it was helpful.